another story. Old Gnome lived deep, deep in the woods, in a little clearing beneath the trees. There he had made a nice soft bed of dirt, where he wished to plant some beautiful spring bulbs. He tilled the soil and dug it deep, so that it was soft and moist for all of the plants that would be happy to grow there. One fall day, he took some bulb babies into his hands. He gently put those bulb babies into the ground. Mother Earth had given him these bulb babies to plant wherever he pleased, and he was so happy to receive them, and he made them little beds in the soil and covered them gently with a soft blanket of dirt. Then each day he would come out and carefully water them. Autumn came and went, and winter came too. Even when it was covered with snow, he would go out and he would sing a little song to them. Grow, 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 up to the sun, up to the sun, grow, grow, grow. And he'd also sing to them, sleep, 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 little root baby, sleep. When the springtime comes again, up you'll peep. And so it was all fall and winter. Spring came at last, and the warm sun would shine down, and still he would go out, pulling the weeds so gently. One night, he had gone to sleep, and then in the moonlight, one by one, sure enough, those bulb babies came up out of the ground, wearing the beautiful colors that Mother Earth had given them to wear. Up they grew, opening up their little cups. When he awoke, oh, what delight he had to see them. Welcome, little ones, and what beautiful garments Mother Earth has given you to wear. And he watered them, and he sang to them, grow, 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 up to the sun, up to the sun, grow, grow, grow. And they were so happy when the wind would blow their little petals. They would sway gently in the breeze. And as the sun warmed them, they opened up even more. So much that the butterflies came by, visiting Old Gnome's garden and drinking from each little flower. Soon, too, the sound of bees happily buzzing came to Old Gnome's garden, as the bees also took a little drink from each little tulip cup. Oh, Old Gnome was friends with the bees and loved having them come and visit, and the butterflies too. And happily he spent his days outside with the flowers, watering them and caring for them and talking to the butterflies and the bees. One night, he had gone to bed. And a full moon was shining up in the sky. And when full moons come, that is when fairies go to dance in the moonlight together in the forest. And one fairy came along. She had a little fairy baby in her arms. And she saw the beautiful tulips and saw what a lovely cradle they would make for her baby to rest in while she danced. So she carefully placed her baby into a little tulip, kissed it goodbye, and said, "I will be back very soon, my dear," and flew off in the light of the full moon. Now, old Gnome, when the moon is full, sometimes goes out into his garden to see how beautiful it looks in the moonlight. And he did that this night. But when he went out, he heard a little sound. It sounded like a little bell. How curious, he thought. Where could it be coming from? But it seemed to be coming from one of the flowers. He looked into each one. Finally, he came to the one where there was a little baby fairy. Oh, the sound of the bell was the sound of the little fairy baby crying, for it had woken up. "Oh, don't cry, little one," said old Gnome. "I will rock you back to sleep." And so he rocked the little tulip cradle back and forth, singing a sweet, sweet song. Sleep, 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 little fairy baby, sleep. When your mama comes again, up you'll peep. The little fairy baby did fall back to sleep with old Gnome's sweet song. And old Gnome decided to just stand a little close by to keep watch over the fairy baby while it slept. And then, just as the early rays of the sun began to peek into old Gnome's garden, along came the fairy mother. She swooped down and took her little baby in her arms. She saw old Gnome standing and watching. She gave him a little kiss on the nose and a little wink as if to say thank you. And then away she flew with her little baby. Now, old Gnome, whenever there's a full moon, he always goes out to peek into his little flowers to see if he might have a sweet little fairy baby surprise. He has not seen one again, but his garden grows always more beautiful, year after year after year. And it is said that it is because he is a friend of the fairies, and that the fairies have blessed each and every one of his plants. Storyteller, storyteller,